My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. With the second week of LOE released, we can actually get back into the arena and hope that we get a warrior so that we can get those fierce fucking monkeys. Oh. So alright, what do we got? We've got Druid, Warlock, Hunter. I believe Hunter is actually one of my least played at the moment, so let's go. Fuck yeah! Explorer's Hat! That's exactly what I wanted. Give a minion +1/+1 and Death Rattle, adding Explorer's Hat to your hand. So you give it a Death Rattle and then get the hat back, and then get the hat back, and then you put another hat down. Oh my god. I haven't had this much fun with hats since TF2. Unleash the Hounds. For each enemy minion, summon a 1/1 Hound with charge. Don't mind if I do. All of these are pretty much horrible, so let's take a Core Rager, basically as a 4/4 beast with 4. Another Unleash the Hounds, don't mind if I do. Mech Yeti is just a solid 4. I don't actually hate the... What's it called again? You know, the thing that showed up on the screen for a second. I don't actually hate that card. Cobra Shot. That's right. In a more aggressive deck, I actually really like it. Steamwheedle Sniper, definitely. It's just a 2/3, and in the late game, it might be a 2/3 with a super huge upside. We already have 2 Unleash the Hounds, so I don't need to take another one. So that's the final on my tier list at the moment. I think Web Spinner is probably my highest right now. Yep, Web Spinner, because if I do manage to buff it, say Glaive Zuka, Explorer's Hat, Direwolf Alpha next to it, anything like that, if I do manage to buff it and get it to trade, then I go extremely out of control in terms of card value. And if I don't, then I'm still fine. And if I'm up against the ping class, I might be able to steal tempo from them if they use their turn 2 to kill it. I do like having a deadly shot in my deck though, just so that if my opponent spends their whole turn generating this one big fuck off minion, I can just go, no, destroy it. Bomb Lobber, because the rest of those are pretty bad. There's the deadly shot that I wanted to have. I'm not particularly keen on any of these, to be honest. I definitely don't want to silence my own minions right now, so Wailing Soul is pretty much out of the question. Goblin Sapper relatively rarely actually triggers its effect, plus there's better 3s. I'm thinking of... I mean, I've already got 2 Unleash the Hounds and a Deadly Shot, but those aren't exactly going to be played on turn 3. I'm thinking 3 drops, I'm thinking Eaglehorn Bow, I'm thinking Power Shot, possibly, I'm thinking... Deadly Shot, possibly, just not Unleash the Hounds. I'm thinking Animal Companion, obviously. You know, those are all the ones that I want. I might actually take Flare as, like, super tech. It just draws a card. It's basically 2 mana draw a card. But the rest of these are really bad and I don't want them weighing down my deck. Plus, if this actually effectively works, if it destroys a secret, it's suddenly one of the best cards in the game. In terms of card value. Mech Yeti is definitely a good idea. King's Elic, sure, even if it doesn't draw me a card, it's fine. King's Elic, sure, even if it doesn't draw me a card, it's fine. Annoyatron is the only one here worth anything. Shamefully. I don't have any secrets in my deck yet, so I don't take Mad Scientist. Or do I? So if I take Mad Scientist, I'm looking at Explosive Trap, Misdirect... Dart Trap, I believe, was released. Was it? I don't know if Dart Trap exists yet. Damn. It might. I cannot tell you. Did we have a Hunter class challenge? No, we haven't. We have not had a Hunter class challenge, so Dart Trap probably isn't in general rotation yet. So I'm looking at Explosive Trap, Freezing Trap, Misdirect, Snake Trap. But Snake Trap's either rare or epic, if I recall. So the only one that I'm likely to get that's any good is basically Freezing Trap. Do I want to take a Mad Scientist in anticipation of possibly getting a Freezing Trap? I think that's a little much. But also having 3 Unleash the Hounds is a little much. And Reckless Rocketeer is not even a consideration here. Alright. I'll take it for the severe possibility of upside. Pit Fighter is a solid 5 mana card. So is the Clockwork Knight. Another Web Spinner, don't mind if I do. Oh, cool, we can actually take this Cobra Shot if we'd like. We've got 3 4-mana cards that just can be flopped down onto the field, but I might actually want to take the Ancient Brewmaster. Yeah, I'll take it. It's a solid 4-mana card as well. It's a Argent, obviously. Worgen Infiltrator is a really good Glaive Zuka target because your opponent can't deal with it before you get the Glaive Zuka buff on it. Okay. It's definitely better than the other ones I was being offered. There's a Glaive Zuka. How many beasts do we have in the deck? Web Spinner, Web Spinner. King's Elic, King's Elic. All of the Unleash the Hounds, all of the Core Rager. Okay, cool. We definitely have enough to justify taking a kill command. So do we want to slow our opponent down? I mean, this is basically, do we want to become super aggressive? Right? If our opponent puts down a big minion, at that point, we'll just freeze it. Or do we try and kill it and continue going for the face? I think we go Cobra Shot and try and turn this aggressive. We do have a kill command. We do have a Glaive Zuka. Yeah, we're going to have to do that with a Micro Machine in our deck now. We can't take the Refreshment Vendor, not at all, so we'll take the Razorvan Hunter. Guess we'll take a Silver Moon Guardian. We can't take the Refreshment Vendor because we'd start healing our opponent at that point. We could take the Draconid Crusher as our late game. That's actually going to be like a way to get us past the line. Like, we might not be able to guarantee a win off the back of our early aggression, but if our early aggression gets them down to 15 health and then we play a Draconid, maybe we can. Demolisher is actually the only card that showed up there, and then Eaglehorn Bow. So yeah, this is definitely an aggressive kind of deck curving that we've got going on. I'm not a particularly huge fan of the fact that I've got a Mad Scientist and no Secret, but that was, of course, the risk we were taking. Picking up the Glaive Zuka was incredible for us. Eaglehorn Bow's okay. Kill Command, Double Unleash the Hounds, pretty good, pretty good. We've got decent 4-drops, not great 4-drops, but decent 4-drops. Really good 5-drops, really good 6-drops. So basically, the later we get in the game, the higher quality our card average is for that slot. So that's going to be really interesting. Explorer's Hat is way better in a control deck. So is Flare, so is Mad Scientist, so is Steamwheedle Sniper. So there's a lot of things in this deck that are way better in a control scenario. But very near the end of that draft, we were like, cool, we're not getting late game. We aren't getting late game. We were offered 1 late game card, basically. 2 if you count Frost Elemental. So at that point, it was pretty much easy, like, oh, cool, we're gonna have to go aggressive. If we were offered things like Savannah Highmane, then we could have gone, oh, cool, we can make this control. We can definitely make a control thing going on. So obviously, Flare goes back because we cannot deal with a Rogue's Secret, seeing as they have none. If only the Rogues had secrets, then this would be a lot better. Interesting, do I want to coin out Steamwheedle? It means if my opponent's plan was to develop a 3-2 or a 2-2, then I just kill it. Hero Power. Forces them to Hero Power plus play a 2-2. Which means that they'll have to either Hero Power this turn and then develop... Oh, but if they Hero Power this turn and then develop something big next turn, I'm screwed. I'll take the risk. I want to get on the board as early as possible. And if they start taking their time to try and get value from Hero Powers and stuff, I can just slow down and develop the Mad Scientist. You went face? So that's not a deadly poison next turn if you go face with that. This could be a really good turn 3 for us. Trade this in, Hero Power to kill something. I'm assuming like Unearthed Raptor, maybe? Wait, they don't even have that yet. I don't even know what it could be. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good trade for me. That's a 3 mana going against a 2 mana. And now I've got a Demolisher out on the field that doesn't look like it's going to be contested. Which is just excellent. That's a free 2 damage. Whether or not I want to clear board, it's going to be excellent. Damn!
Is someone injured?
That's a little much. Oh. I cannot actually attack that right now. I can't do anything about that minion. I pretty much am forced to go face. The only way I can really respond to that is going to be through the bomb lobber, and then the bomb lobber can only activate next turn, so I may as well not hit into it this turn. That's kind of cruel. That's definitely kind of cruel. I'm not exactly going to be getting much damage past that, unfortunately. Yeah. We run a huge risk going up against things that could taunt or could do AoE. And unfortunately, this is both. So, Bomb Lobber has a 33% chance of killing us. So we definitely have to trade 2 in first. 2 in, and then 1 in there, and then Bomb Lobber and attack face. Yeah, that looks like how we have to do it. That doesn't survive if it attacks that anyway, so it doesn't matter. First kill. If only we actually pulled out a secret with that, we'd be way ahead. So hopefully next turn we manage to hit in for some amount, well, 2 or more damage, and summon the Draconid. But what if that gets assassinated? Well, we're definitely not going to be hitting in for 2 or more damage now. Okay, you're starting to tend aggressive. I wonder whether or not you can actually support doing that. So next turn, go to face with 8. It's enough to summon the Draconid Crusher as a 9/9. But I'm also thinking about the opportunity... Game lost. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's enough to lose a game now. No, it's not. Right away. But I do need to win a joust. I lost. Well, that's kind of disappointing. That's kind of supremely disappointing. They win their joust, I lose mine. But to be fair, I do have a very, very low tending curve on my deck. And I've even got my only 2 6-drops in hand, so me winning a joust is going to be very unlikely. So I guess I should not be complaining.
So many.
We are the sword in the shadow.
Oh, cool. They actually top deck their Shadow Pan after it. They're probably trying to trigger a combo if they play that first. Otherwise, there would be no reason not to play the other card and then play the Shadow Pan. So they're trying to trigger a combo on a... What? I'm confused. Okay, 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. God, that's difficult. It's maths. It's maths. That's what it is. Shit, do I have lethal? Hang on. 8 plus 4. That's a lot easier. 8 plus 4 is 73. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 2 again is 14. Plus hero power is 16. I'm 1 off lethal.
I hunt alone.
Okie dokie. So, Hunter, it should be noted, is actually a really bad matchup for Rogue, because Rogue obviously uses their weapons and their health as a resource to kill minions, clear the board, and then establish their own board, especially if it's a control Rogue. And you can't really afford to do that. Not at this point. If they start using their health as a resource, they're just going to die. Always tougher. And explosive trap, just for the shits and giggles. Here we go. Nope, kill command. There's nothing they're doing against a 9-9, a 4-2. And they'd have to heal themselves on the same turn as well. Not happening. There we go. Managed to fix the score. Sure. Cycle the card if you'd like. Now, Hero Power and Harakiri into the Argent Commander here.
I give up.
Well played. I recognize that name. Crazy Pants. I believe I've actually versed them a number of times throughout the series. I mean, that makes sense, because I only play on the American servers in non-American prime time zones, so I would be playing against a much smaller pool of players from America. So it's relatively likely I would go up against the same ones a few times. Okay. This is pretty damn good for me. Unless, of course, my opponent has a Muster for Battle and another 3-drop. If they do have that, I lose. That's just the end of my game. Argent Lance, okay, that's fine. Not only am I happy that I won the joust, but I'm also happy okay. But I'm also happy because they've got a Silverback Patriarch in their deck. Nice deck, bro. What the fuck was that attack, though? It went for my face.
Reporting for duty.
I don't get it. I do want to just develop another minion, so I do that and then I trade. They've got a refreshment vendor, so I do have to worry for the fact that they can heal themselves if they'd like. Oh, hey, I've got a 4-drop. Yeah. Although I'd rather have a 2-drop so that I could use my hero power and 2-drop next turn.
It's getting hot in here.
So hot. Okay, that's fine. Coin another Argent Lance, which you can't do because you already used one. Alright. Attack with this. I really want to King's Relic, but I can't. I want more damage out on the field, is basically how I'm treating this. But if I'm going to be using the Bomb Lobber next turn, I don't actually need immediate damage out on the field right now. Okay. Also okay.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so this happens first. So we can see if it comes back to life. And then, rather than give my opponent my 2-1, I kill it with this and give them a card. Because I need to have an established board. Hey! And I draw my Draconid! Although now they know I have a Draconid. Fucking thanks, game. God. It's fucking spoiling my strategy for them. They can't hero power this turn. Special delivery. Okay. Now I'm scared. I'm gonna give them another card, and here's why. Because that's probably Noble Sack. And it would have killed either of these two. And again, I want to have a more established board. But also, for that same reason, I'm not going... Well, not for that same reason, but... I'm not going to develop the Worgen Infiltrator because the possibility is far too likely that I end up just losing the Worgen Infiltrator in a Consecration because I've given them so many cards. So if they're going to have it, they're going to have it by now. I kind of want to generate the Draconid this turn, so that means that I wouldn't be able to Hero Power. How would I generate the Draconid? I guess it would actually have to be attack there. One goes to face, one trades for that. What else can I do? Attack. Just so that I don't lose the Steamwheedle. Attack, ping. No, but then of course I can't develop. Attack. Attack, attack. Actually, that works as well. Although it has the negative of moving another character into Consecration range. But if they didn't Consecrate last turn, they probably don't have Consecration.
Your magic shall not save you.
Can you kill both beasts on the field? No? Well played.
Well played.
Suddenly dead. Excellent. 2-0. So we're getting pretty lucky in a lot of these games that we're curving out relatively well. In fact, both of these games so far. If we start curving out worse, then we're going to have a problem. But then again, our deck is specifically tended towards curving out well. We have a lot of 2-drops. We have a fair amount of 3-drops. We have a decent amount of 4-drops. Then we have some 5-drops. So it's pretty much in a tiered system where it's going to be really unlikely that we don't curve out in at least a decent fashion. Hey, Web Spinner.
Begin.
How are you doing today? Unleash the Hounds is going to be particularly important in this matchup. If the opponent's going to Fuck. I don't know what to develop. And I also don't know whether it's possibly the better idea to develop both. Let's see if our top deck fixes our curve. I think I'll start with Web Spinner. Just for the possibility it has to trade and also fix my curve. Actually, if I want the possibility to trade so that I don't lose the board, I need the Worgen. Never mind, curve fixed. Here's where we get Forked Lightning and we cry. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, awesome! I get the Bomb Lobber. Nice. And I get to kill this, draw a card. Damn, look at all the... Oh, man, another King's Elic! I don't have any reason to trade this in. My opponent didn't Fork Lightning last turn. They're unlikely to do it this turn. And I might be able to get value out of the fact that the King's Elic survives in this trade. If my opponent just develops something hideously big behind it, I might just Deadly Shot, but I'd really rather not have to. I could Deadly Shot that. In fact, there's no reason to play Demolisher in this position, so does that mean I should definitely Deadly Shot? It's either that or King's Elic. No, I think it's King's Elic. And now that I have another minion on 1 health, there's no reason not to just attack. Oh well. So King's Elic, of course, way better in a control deck, but Shrug is the answer there. Lightning Storm is really good in their position, but at the same time, they can't develop another thing, so they've got Jungle Panther goes up against Mech Yeti. Oh, they can develop another thing. Nice. Damn. Here's my hope that they don't trade both of those into that, because then I've got Clockwork Knight. Don't hex. Don't you dare hex it. Or if you crackle it and hit it for 5 or 6, I'm gonna be real mad. What is this card?
Death does not scare me.
Oh, that's fine. That is fine. Right on time. That also buffs it out of the range of dying to the Jungle Panther. It's interesting because this is a control kind of... We're playing it in a control matchup kind of way. And luckily, we're getting the control cards. It's pretty cool. Are you gonna go face? It does put me down to 10 health. I can't blame you for trying. Yeah, they're going face. Okay. That did not work out well for us. I definitely don't want their unstable ghoul to die, because if it does, I am sad. Just all over this board.
Get behind.
Oh, why would you do that? Now I have something to trade one of my minions into before I kill. Okay. Thank you. And I'll do this just in case I get a card that helps. No, it doesn't, but it's fine. No reason to do anything. Clear the board. Dreadscale. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other minions. I mean, that will kill this, but is that going to help me? Not really. So I've got way more card value than them, and thankfully, I've got Bomb Lobber and Emergency Coolant left, so I can try and control any big minion they put down. Emergency Coolant cannot emergency cool the face, it can only freeze a minion. So if my opponent has a Rock Biter, then they're just gonna win. Also, I don't have any taunts left in my deck. Yeah, I think any. Fuck. Damn. Alright. We need a taunt that we didn't put in our deck, so we're dead. God. Guess the only way that we live is if we try and draw a taunt. Nope. Yay! Well played. God damn! I was not expecting to be out-aggressed. Although, to be fair, we did play that in a relatively controlling fashion. Gosh. I'm trying to think about better ways to have dealt with the 4-8. I mean, I had 10 health at that time. I couldn't really attack it. And it turns out I definitely could not have attacked it. I would have already died. Fuck. They just knew they had the damage, I guess.
Versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Let the hunt begin.
I'm going first. So unless they coin out a minion on turn 1, which rogues don't always do, then Micro Machine might be valuable for us. Sometimes rogues even like to coin out their daggers on turn 1. Although that is the biggest tell of all time that they have a Goblin Auto Barber follow-up. SI7, fuck. Oh, it's Petition's Blade. It's still bad.
Target acquired.
Oh. Yeah, we're severely slowed down already. Are you gonna attack this guy? No. I can't just give him a hat and then ping the face. It's not gonna help me win. Giving him a hat is good in one respect because it means my opponent can't just use both of these and kill it. But, well, they would be able to use both of those and kill it, but it would have killed the Gildan Stalker in the meanwhile. But it turns out that wouldn't have even helped, so yay. Good thing I avoided it. That's definitely the target I wanted you to hit as well. So we want to do as much face damage to them as quickly as possible, which is becoming very fucking difficult because they have the entire board. If they buff that Gildan Stalker by +1/+1, we're pretty much tied out of the game at that point. I'm looking at the board and I'm like, it's very likely that I just want a Dragonid Crusher attack. Yep, definitely Draconid attack. Really though? I could Mech Yeti Explorer's Hat attack. Alright. Give myself the field. I want to Explorer's Hat so that my opponent can't kill this with a Wicked Knife. And this gives me the ability to possibly bop them down to... Please tell me I haven't miscounted. No, yeah, I get the ability to play the full value Draconid this turn. I fucked up. I fucked up. I clicked it, I tried to put it over here, but it went in the middle. If you're wondering why that's so bad, now Betrayal plus Assassinate clears my entire board. That should be here. I dragged it in such a way as to put it there. God fucking damn it. Betrayal isn't exactly like super top tier. Maybe people aren't using it. I don't know. Here's hoping.
So many options. Choose soon.
If they didn't do it immediately, they probably don't have it. I have to assume that much, right? Oh, god damn it, it's too tense. Are we done? Yep. And because they wasted my time, I will take the longest amount of time that I can to kill them 3-in-1. I want to know if you're that kind of person, the kind of person who goes, oh, I'm beaten, I'm gonna waste their time, that'll show them. If you're that kind of person, are you still sitting at the computer and watching? Because in that case, you're just making yourself way more angry than you're making me. I only have to wait 1.5 minutes and then I kill you.
Let the hunt begin.
Or do you get up and walk away? I'm tempted to keep Mech Yeti because I don't have amazing falls in this deck. Yeah, I didn't want to get a shitty fall back, but... oh well. Ping it! Ah, great. Now I'm gonna have to coin Eaglehorn. It's too likely that my opponent is doing that so they can get a Mech Yeti or a Piloted Shredder out next turn. So I can't let them do that. Luckily, this does open me up to the possibility of using Web Spinner plus a 2-drop next turn. Oh, cool. I even get to kill a Flame Walker with this. Nice. Give me a 2-drop. Fuck. My curve is so horrible. I told you we were gonna have a bad curve eventually. Here it is. There's the Piloted Shredder that I was afraid of. And here's the part where I have to give a Core Rager to the Piloted Shredder. Exactly what I wanted to avoid, but here's the part where I get to do it. So you get to kill that and then develop a free 2-drop as well. Are you not even gonna kill it? Wow, that's fucking greedy. Wow. That is so greedy! Oh, Malorn. Nice. Ha! It's what you deserve for that shit. Argent Watchman, you can only attack with it on turns that you've used your hero power. Why wouldn't you ping that and then... I'm offended by how poorly my opponent is playing this and still winning. I'll keep the flare in hand until they play a secret. It's super likely that this gets hit by a fireball or something, but they did just use a flame cannon. They have previously used removal as well. Actually, no, I've been using all the removal so far, but still, flame cannon is decent removal already used.
Want it? I got it.
Oh, nice. That's a really good target for Cobra Shot. And if they're discovering a spell, they're relatively likely to get a secret offered to them. Let's hope they got the secret offered to them and they've taken it. Again, they're going all face. They have to have spells in hand to finish that game, right? Do I trust them just to have the spells in hand to finish? Possibly, but that doesn't mean that I have to slow down. I need to pretty much just go balls to the wall on this. Sunwalker is annoying, but not that bad, thanks to Unleash the Hounds.
Well played.
Why well played? Did I lose? So I hero power attack phase this turn. They go down to 9. I mean, no matter which of these I kill, I'm still dying to Fireball. I'm not playing around it. Fuck it. If they have it, they have it. If I wanted to play around it, I would have had to start 2 turns ago. Come on. Are they trying to fake me out by just flashing a spell around? Do you not realize that that was lethal?
Wanted, dead or alive.
What? That 4 damage goes face, so does the... Why do I have to lose to you? Oh. Okay, draw a card first. If we get, no. If we got Kill Command, we would have won the game. See if we can draw another card. I cannot believe this. God, you so don't deserve to win this game. Oh. We got a horrible curve from the very start. And then they just locked out. Oh. No. It's disgusting. Get it away from me. If they played any minion that wasn't Sunwalker, they would have lost. Interesting. There's no way they were trying to taunt me by missing lethal, right? You can't do that. You lose if you do that. All I needed to do was have my kill command in hand and we would have won. King's Elite, kill command, hero power, 7 damage, 1. God. I think we might all be learning at this point why I don't play more Hunter. HYY, HYY. Get ready for the Elephant Stampede. Get stampeded on. I do now know that there is an Acidic Swamp Ooze in their deck as well, so I can't develop a weapon. So I can't develop a weapon without the intent to use it that turn. Okay. Now it's Razorfen Hunter's time. Because if they ping this, then they slow themselves down just an incredible amount. And I've got a brutal curve. Nice. That's also a slowing down. So I'll place this way over this side so that if I want to place down another another powerful minion, I can place it as far away from the Mech Yeti as possible. But if I want to place another weak minion down, I can place it in the middle. This is so that Cone of Cold can't hit both strong minions. Remove this, ping this.
What to do?
Mages are definitely going to be the most annoying opponents. Because they can just Flame Strike or Fireball at the most inopportune time for me. And then, well, there goes all our aggression. Because we don't have spell-based aggression, we don't have charge minion-based aggression. What we have is basically just win the board and then get aggressive. Which is just not enough. I don't get it. How are you planning to kill the Mech Yeti? Like, it would make more sense if they actually pinged the Mech Yeti that turn, setting themselves up to ping it this turn. And if they did that, I would have basically healed the Mech Yeti by giving it +1. Okay. You definitely trade that now, right? You're getting a 3-drop to trade to a 5-drop. You cannot be that greedy. Yes. So here's the point that I want to develop all of my smaller minions. Not only to test for Mirror Entity, but also because it's the final turn where my opponent won't have Flame Strike. Okay, and then let's kill this. Duplicate. Alright, fine. That is not a card you want to have duplicated. So my opponent does have Blizzard available this turn. I wonder if that was one of their considerations. Like, oh, I can get it down to 2 health and then blizzard it on... Never mind. Evidently not. You would totally blizzard this board if you could. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
The light does not discriminate.
Yep. Oh, consider all my secrets stolen. Oh, sneaky. I like it. That goes there. Both of these go here. And then this goes way over on this side. Flame strike this turn, I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Flame strike this turn. I dare you. Just get hero powered down to death. Rude. Whoa, that's also rude. What the hell? Yeah, you have to ping it. I mean, it's not that bad because I've still got my board around, so it's fine, but still. Ugh. I'll develop 2 minions that are pretty much immune to Flame Strike. Both of them need to have some combination of a ping and Flame Strike to kill them. And that's just not available at 8 mana. It seems pretty much like this is the end of the game. Unless they're about to Ice Block, Ice Barrier, and then... It's so beautiful.
Well played.
Oh, I enjoyed that one. Although I definitely would have been testing for Vaporize by attacking with the 1 attack creature first. Okie dokie. So 4 and 2. It's not good enough. I mean, I look at that and I go, that's better than my average Hunter run. Yay. But again, that's not saying much. What's my average Hunter? Hang on. I'm gonna be entirely rude and pull up my own statistics. Because that's a thing that I do. Arena statistics. By the way, if you're looking for the arena statistics, they're in the description down below, right next to the League of Explorers expansion adventure series that I'm doing at the moment. My Hunter is at average 5.5. What? Oh, it's only at average 5.5 because I have 110 win, which is dragging the average up. Yuck. You have a lot of weapons in your deck if you're going to make that as your opening move. Yuck. It's not okay. If they glaive Zuka this turn, I lose. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Damn, Hunter. Oh, they didn't glaive Zuka, it's fine. Okay, King's Elic is excellent for us, and it gives us a little bit more information on their deck. They are the Kodo Rider. We are sad about it. King's Elic trades. If Bounce Master is on the field, fine, fine, fine. I'm keeping the Flare because if we manage to dismantle a secret with it, suddenly we are far ahead of them in terms of card value. Do they actually not have a response to this? You're kidding me, right? So obviously I can't leave both of those minions on the field, because if they haven't got a response, if they haven't got a single card to play that turn, what's probably happening behind the scenes is they have a multi-shot that they couldn't have used that turn. Oh nice, I managed to draw my Argent Commander. So if I let them multi-shot that field, they would have traded the 3-1 into the Mech Yeti after the multi-shot and equalized that way. Also, killing a pit fighter with a deadly shot is incredible. I don't need to tell you that. I also don't need to tell you that Argent Commander is incredible for killing this. Basically, I just upgraded my board by 1 hit point. Sorry, 1 attack point. And it loses stealth. I'm sorry, this might be the funniest thing that I've ever seen. This goes way over this side so that I can't get killed by betrayal, which doesn't exist. But it also means that I don't lose my entire board to explosive shot. Oh, sorry, I'm having fun. I'll try and tone down the fun. It's okay. Reducing my vulnerability to... Ah, shit. This should have gone here. That's my bad. Against explosive shot. But also reducing my vulnerability to the possibility of a... Sorry, as I move myself to 5 and 2, to the possibility of... And now I've just forgotten the card. God damn. Mind control tech. And to... the hounds. Unleash the hounds. God. See, in my mind, these cards are not their name. They are this abstract concept. This ineffable essence of what they are. So I just think... Oh, cool, the 2-3 that summons a 1-1. I don't think Razorfen Hunter. But I can't explain it as the 2-3 that summons a 1-1, because even that is an afterthought. That's something that comes long afterwards. I want to keep the Glavezuka. Look, I'm probably at least going to get a 2-drop, but I really want to fish for a 1-drop with... I have so many 2-drops in my deck. That's my fault. I did throw away playable early game cards.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
That's fine. Hey, I even drew a Mech Yeti. Uh-oh. Seeing a Puddle Stomper in their deck and already a 2-drop on the field... I'm looking at this deck, and this is an aggressive deck. Yeah. This is aggressive. Shit. Well, Unleash the Hounds is going to be really important in this matchup, unlike all other matchups it's been in so far. They can attack with both of these and generate a board, but then I get to Unleash the Hounds. And also, they definitely want this one to attack the face so they can get the coin.
What you want?
Excuse-moi? Oh. This is, unpleasant. Stop you from using those coins. They have a more aggressive deck than I do. I've got a deck that at least curves out slightly to the late game. Yeah. It doesn't look like they have the Puddle Stomper in their deck. Hungry Crab is going to be the best game in the card. Best card in the game, sorry. Shh, don't tell them about the Hungry Crab. We need them to play that Puddle Stomper. Will be such a surprising time. Not that bad for him. I can pretty much nullify all of their aggression this turn. But the thing is, they'll most likely have a lot of spells to extend their aggression, so they'll probably have things like a Vis, like Tinker's Sharpsword Oil, like Deadly Poison, those kinds of things. Whereas I've got deadly shot, which isn't aggression. You know, I'm lacking a lot of really fundamental tools to deal with opponents. I don't want my opponent to summon a minion and then evis my Core Rager. Okay, so they are going to be killing the Core Rager.
My apologies.
There's something beautiful about what just happened. And I'll develop that, if you don't mind. Sure, we have opened the possibility of mind control tech. That's literally the only possibility we've opened for them. Even if they do get value out of the Kodo Rider next turn, they basically need to kill me this turn to win. They have 11 damage on board. Using hand, they have 12.
Well played.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like they've got lethal. Excellent. So now we're at 6-2, which is much more respectable. Specifically because it is above my average for this class. It's not above my average for Arena in general, which is 6.3, I think, at the moment. Maybe 6.4. Although that got heavily pulled up. Like, I think I was tending towards 6.1, and then it got pulled up a bunch by the 12-win run.
With honor. Let the hunt begin.
That's mulligan everything. Yep. Can't hold on to an Explorer's Hat, and it's not even a good buff for a 3-2. Sorry, for a 1-1. Or a 1-2. 1-1 or a 2-1. God damn, how did I fuck that up? Worgen Infiltrator into Glaive Zuka is excellent. If I knew my opponent was not going to develop a shielded minibot, I would Micro Machine into the Glaive Zuka. Just so that I would have a super powerful Micro Machine constantly hitting their face. But I cannot rely on that.
Reporting for duty.
Nice. So, it's too likely, unfortunately for me, that they muster for battle next turn. In which case, they would be able to kill the Worgen Infiltrator with the weapon.
For the crusade!
Okay, cool. So now that I know they're not going to do that... Explorer's Hat Micro Machine? Yeah. And I pop the shield of that. So you can choose the one that's currently threatening, or the one that's going to be threatening next turn. By the time it gets back to my opponent's next turn, they're going to have to deal with a 4-2 regardless. Unless they consecrate and kill both of them. They do have the possibility of True Silver Champion as well to get a clear board. I really need to draw into something that I can play, but considering that I have a Draconid Crusher and a Pit Fighter in hand, there are very few things left in my deck that I can't play. Right? There's not that many things in there that cost more than 4 left.
Let me think.
Silence? Silence so I don't get my hat back? I would not be surprised. Silence so I don't get my hat back is a decent plan. You're basically silencing off a card. It's basically destroy an opponent's card or remove opponent's card. Opponent discards a card. That's like the worst play you could have made, actually. Yep. So that's another one of the reasons that you always want to destroy the shield of anything that comes out on turn 3, basically. Because it's far too likely that they're setting up... Nice. It's far too likely that they're setting up for that opponent minion with a Divine Shield to get buffed with a Blessing of Kings. That's also why I really like Silent Knight in Paladin. It's really difficult to lose the Divine Shield on the Silent Knight when you play it on turn 3. Okay.
I fight dirty.
I pretty much have to start pushing face. One of my options was Explorer's Hat to buff my minions so that it doesn't die in a single hit, but that's a value-orientated play to make. This is entirely based around just having my opponent die. Really? Do you have the balls to attack that to remove its Divine Shield?
Summoning portal open.
I don't think you've got the balls to attack that to remove its Divine Shield.
Reporting for duty.
You didn't have the balls to attack that to remove its Divine Shield. I'm not getting lethal this time. Damn! That's real good. I might have just lost. Interestingly enough, I can kill them in 2 turns, but I can't kill them in 1 anymore. So I can kill command that, develop an Eaglehorn Bow and go face, and then ping. And then that's about my opponent. If they have a taunt or a heal, I lose. Right now, I've got the 1/1 ball from the Razorfen Hunter, powers up the kill command, and I've got hero power afterwards, which is a total of 7 reach, which means if I hero powered last turn, I would have won this turn. But if I try and do that now, like if I try and hero power Eaglehorn Bow this turn, get them down so that I can do that next turn, I'm gonna die, right? That's 10 damage, that's 10 damage there, that's 6 damage there, and then you've got 2 left over. So you've got lethal and change. So basically, I have to set up for lethal next turn in an obvious way. So heal or taunt and we lose. If you get taunt and we get, unleash the hounds, then we win. Depending on the taunt, I guess. But that's our only other out. We've already used 1 hounds, haven't we? This is a problem. Drawing for the possible heal. Unfortunately, our opponent is just 1 off of... Oh, nice. We're still alive. Sorry, they're only 2 away from being, you know, safe. So if they drew True Silver Champion, which is definitely something you always want to be drafting, then they would have been fine. Cool, cool. 7 and 2. So rather than developing the 9/9 minion, it definitely would have been a better idea to try and develop smaller minions and use the hero power, and just push the hero power button every single turn, because that's the only way, when our opponent is playing a control board game, to guarantee damage to the face from spells and our hero power. Goddamn hair always out of position. Damn. I wish it was like... I wish hair was in real life as it is in video games, where just at the start of the day, or after you go to a barber's, or when you create your character, so I guess birth, you just decide a haircut and that's it for the rest of life. That's it. You never ever have to deal with it again. It's just that forever. Unless, of course, you want to change it. But I don't like this dynamic hair engine we've got going on.
Greetings, traveler. Greetings, traveler.
Job's done.
Hey, Pit Fighter. They have a Dark Iron Dwarf and a Bear Trap. I'm looking at a low-end hunter here. Dark Iron Dwarf tells you a lot more than most cards. Because Dark Iron Dwarf, you only put in a deck that you can... God fucking damn it. Dark Iron Dwarf, you only put in a deck if you have many small minions to buff.
Hunt alone. I can't do that.
Yeah, unfortunately I do have to kill that. Going face for the 4 damage is nice, but also not just having an equal trade here is even nicer. And I can't respond to that. Fucking Captain's Parrot. God damn it. I don't even have a pirate in my deck. Yeah, you only put Mookless Champion in a deck where you have a lot of low cards as well. Oh, we're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble.
Suck steel, swine. You're in trouble now.
We're going to be out-aggressed and probably lose. If they have heal or taunt in their deck, then they are an aggression deck that can cover the weaknesses of our aggression deck. There's no way they're going to go for value and try and hit this. Although I would love it. Uh-huh. We're so dead. Guess we try and develop as many things as possible this turn. Is there any way I can win this? Top deck, kill command for 5. Hero power for another 2. And we're already dead. God damn. They just do it better. They just did it way better than we did. The early game also pretty much didn't work out for us there. They even got something from their web spinner worth playing, because that Jungle Panther was from the web spinner. Whereas from our web spinner... Yeah. We didn't even get a card. Oh, nice. We at least got more than we paid to get in here. I was just checking to see if we possibly did have a pirate in our deck, but we did not. Okay, we got an epic. I don't think that is valuable at all. Charged Hammer. I'm pretty sure that's unplayable. It's too slow in the Standard World. I like it in Constructed, actually. It's one of the first TGT. Actually, shit, it was from TGT. It's one of the first TGT cards I ever played with. I think one of my first decks was a Shaman deck that was using it. It's 4 charges, Death Rattle, your hero power becomes deal 2 damage, and that's just an incredible hero power. But of course, you play it on turn 4, then you attack with it on turn 5, on turn 6, on turn 7, and then you have a hero power that you can use. So it's a little too late by that point. Anyway, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, and if you have, please click like. It does help get my content out to new people. There's also playlists in the description down below with all of my content on Hearthstone, past, present, and future, and hopefully we will see you next time.